It is 10:30 a.m. in the morning. Let me go to tweet right here and give these guys some advice that we are live now in the markets. Do I have the pictures downloads here? What is my downloads? I have the downloads. There you go. All right, 10:30 a.m. in the morning. Let's go live on YouTube and see if we can capture. Let's see, is this going on live right now? Yes, it is live. We are live on YouTube now. It is 10:30 a.m. Central, waiting for the market to move away from these 83s, 80s, 88s that we've been stuck since yesterday. Balance mode out of the ES for the last couple of days. Let me go to the other chat box here in a minute and put it on the lounge. Some of the guys at the lounge yesterday asking me, hey, are you going live? I said, yes, we are actually going live. All right, so let's go to the lounge and put it there. All right, there you have it. Cool, fantabulous. All right, 10:30 a.m. in the morning, waiting for this market to give us some meaningful move out of this balance mode that we have going on. Again, if you are coming to YouTube, check our channel for the first time. What we do here in the room is we trade crude oil, we trade Emini S&P 500, and we trade a bunch of stocks as they come through daily analysis that we do on some stocks. We trade the euro, we trade the gold, a lot of other futures that we do here in the room, but 99% we are concentrated on the E-mini S&P 500. So if you come into a room looking for trading futures, you came to the right place. Now, what do we do here in the room? We trade based on order flow, which you see it on the screen right now. To the left is our order flow, which is our DOM right here. This is what you see on the screen right now if you're coming for the first time to our YouTube channel. Here is the depth of market, the DOM, the ladder as we call it. This is the order flow. We use order flow to trade. And here is Bookmap, a software that only gives you a graphical representation on the order flow, right? What you see on the screen on the right hand side is nothing more than a graphical representation of the order flow, the DOM. Besides using the DOM, we use market profile to analyze our entries and our exits and potential moves out of the market. So far, what I have seen since last week, we have a gap that we left on Monday. Remember, we left this gap on Monday, and we are actually we have not repaired this gap that we left on Monday. So today being Wednesday, we're waiting for Jackson Hole. We left some singles as well. On Monday's profile, market profile, what you see on the screen is a graphical representation of the stock market. Every single letter that you see, it is a 30 minutes period, right? So like if I were to show you now, here is yesterday's profile right here on the screen. If you are new to market profile, all you're seeing is a bunch of letters from A all the way to the letter O, A, B, C, D, right? And every single letter is nothing more than 30 minutes. Is a 30 minutes period. All right. So this is what we use. A and B, usually it is marked with this orange color bar right there. This is what is called the initial balance of the market. The first hour of trading. That's what is called the initial balance in the market. And out of that, we get a pretty good sense of what the market range will be for the day, whether or not we're going to get a range extension out of any side of the market, at the top or at the bottom. So last week and this week, we have pretty good extensions of the market coming off the 43.50, now printing 44.80s. We have come 150 points of that drop, which was only about 1%, 1.5% in the market. All right. So let me exclude my evening sessions profile for you to see the overall picture. Couple of rectangles, green colors, orange color, blue colors that you see on the screen. They're nothing more than balance areas that we have. All right, some balance areas that we have marked on our charts. I do reflect and I do look at potential moves out of the market. This morning, early on, pre-market, my guys and I, we decided to, every single day in the morning, what you get is you will get a move, an analysis on the open, and early on, what we did print out for today, potential pullbacks or potential moves, was a plan of action which was as follow. Early on this morning, we talked about a potential opening right above that 44.84 and a move away into those 88 area. Right? We already accomplished that move into that 88, longs from those 81s. The market opened on the 85s, pulled back to the 81s, did not give me any move. I was looking for 78s early on in the morning. It did not provide those 88s. Instead, the market just stopped at 81, move away into that 88 area now. So we just pulling back from that 88. Currently, the market printing 87, I believe. Let me take this away, and the market is back at 85.50, which is right at the open. If you look at the market right at the open right now, very tight range from 80.75 to about 88. Only 8 points range so far in the market. C period just opened, like I told you before, right? C period right at the volume point of control so far. It is 10:35 in the morning Eastern time, and C period here trying to hold on to the open and don't break below it, not breaking underneath so far. If we were to break this 85, which is the open, we should expect another test of at least the volume here that happens overnight right around the 80s. You can see very light volume, guys, yesterday. Very light volume today again in the markets. Not a lot of activity. Everyone's waiting for Jackson Hole tomorrow and Friday. So having said that, we have a couple of combos out of a spot gamma for the week. And one of them is that 4,500. But we have nothing expiring today. Not a lot of activity on the expiration side of the options. We only have about 15%, I believe, 10%. So nothing to do. If the market drops, and I'll give you an idea, those of you guys here on YouTube, what we will be looking for is whether or not we will test that 95 today. There is the call wall on the SPX, which is around the 4,500. And then we have one more combo, which is right around the 4,500 on that ES, is the 4504 out of the SPX. So to the downside, we have a couple of them all the way to 70. One of the expectations for today, or maybe even tomorrow morning, is to get those 70s out of the way. 75. Market pretty flat. The Nasdaq just turned negative for the day. Nasdaq has been positive most of the morning. Maybe this is going to have some type. You see the rotation immediately going back into the industrials out of technology, right? You saw the inverse as we opened this morning, money coming out of the industrials into the tech. Now quite the opposite, going out of tech into the industrials names, right? So you see the rotation immediately. Oil, we are waiting for oil inventories. I think the oil inventory just came out. Let me go get it for you guys here. Those of you who are here on YouTube are going to take a look at that. We were expecting, I was expecting, based on my numbers, at least 2 million. And there you have it. We came right on that 2 million. We came on the mark. That's pretty good. So let me give you guys this link. All right, so we came to it. That's pretty fantastic. I was expecting much fireworks from it. I was expecting 2.2 millions. 2.5 million, that's what I have on my Excel file. So EIA came at negative 2.97, almost 3 million draw on oil. So let me look at the details. Let's see what the details look like on this. Let me copy this and give it to you guys. I'm posting this right now to Discord right on the oil channel, guys. Some of the expectations for today. So out of oil looking good on that $67, $66 range. We have a gap to close. Let me spread this right here. Little response on that 67. You looked at it, all right. 67 and still have some money on it. 67.10 on oil. I'm still long. I'm looking for that 68, 69, but I kind of doubting a little bit here this move. Based on the dollar, what are we going to expect out of the dollar? Strength coming into tomorrow morning. The gold is already pulling today. You saw the drop on gold about 10, 15 bucks this morning. Now gold down $22, guys. And the euro also, I mean, it was holding 1730s, the European currency, but the euro now at 117.55 again, back at 117.55. So when it comes to the oil, I'm looking for this 67 to hold, but I would like this test, guys. I'm looking for this 66.55. And I'm going to be adding on my Thinkorswim account, potentially, I'll be adding right here on that 66. We do have balance on that 66 even as well. So good chances are we test this eventually this week. To the top, we have the 70. We have not, right? We have not tested that above the 69, and we have the $70 move. Today, as we opened with the gap, we closed the gap immediately during the first half hour of trading on oil. And now we are inside the previous day range, previous day value. So there you have it. I mean, we stopped right underneath, right above it. Somebody tried to front run the value area low on oil from yesterday. The low of the day today being 67.15. Value area low from yesterday was about 67 bucks. So someone just front run that. We'll see if we're going to get it back. I'll be looking forward adding here long trades, right? Pretty fantastic move. We have some repairs to do all the way to 64. But if this holds based on the strength coming out of the dollar tomorrow on the Jackson Hole news, we'll see if we can hold on to this 66 and start loading the boat all the way to that $70 mark. That's going to give you about a $4,000 profit on one single lot. So that's the take on the oil trade. Let's go back to the ES here. ES pretty much dead at 87. We have a nice supply around the 92s and supply at 84. Demand, excuse me, at 84. 83s, couple of spoofing here being done on the 83s. Nothing else to do out of that ES. Early in the morning today, we talked about SAVA, S-A-V-A, the move out of SAVA. I took the longs on the 88s. I was super late to this trade on the 88s. Right now, printing 92s out of SAVA. Some of you guys are trading stocks. Digital Turbine last week, we traded at $50 and $48. Now, Digital Turbine, APPS, printing 54 bucks, right? Printing 54 bucks. AMC all over the place. This morning, AMC was positive, then went to negative. Now it's back to positive territory, about 5%. Still, the meme stocks playing pretty good in this market, right? I think everybody got bored out of the ES. And now we're back from 44 back to 48 on AMC. AMC printed 43.50 actually this morning around 10 a.m. And now from 43.50 back to $48. Going from negative to positive all over the place. Boeing holding. Boeing last week, we bought it on those 208. Now back at 220 on Boeing. So looking good. What I see out of the semiconductors, we talked about NVIDIA on Friday, and we talked about NVIDIA last Wednesday, breaking that $210 was a good potential. And now printing 222s. I'm waiting for a small pullback here, at least to the 216, see if they can give me a better entry. I did make some puts. I sold some puts on it. Those puts are going to zero. But still, looking like a good potential trade going back to $250. I think once NVIDIA and this noise out of Jackson Hole goes away, NVIDIA has a good potential to go to the $250 mark. As long as we hold a 190, 180, we can have NVIDIA on the 250s. Right? I'm planning to do the same thing I did on Take Two, which is take the January 22nd put. I'm going to sell the January 22nd put on that 180, collecting about, I believe it's $1,300 if I'm not mistaken. I have to double check that with my, let me see, with my account. Let's see how much are those puts right now. Let me give it to you right now on NVIDIA. Expired in January. They are about, $1,200. The 200 puts is about $1,200 right now. I looked at it this morning as we were opening the room. All right, so out of the ES, Unity Software pulling from that 125 this morning, about $1. DraftKings guys in the news early on this morning, now printing $60. Those of you who've been trading DraftKings with me all the way from $45, kudos to those of you. Yesterday there was some news from, I believe, Kathy loading the boat and putting some more money to work. I see a lot of sweeps, a lot of people calling for $80 on DKNG on DraftKings. So we'll see. We'll see if that is going to play it out. This is the same trade we did on DraftKings. We did it with Coinbase. You guys recall Coinbase on the 215. Now Coinbase above 260. So if you're a swing trader and you can hold on to a couple of stocks on it, the way of trading is by looking at the best potential setups. But of the $45 on DraftKings, now $60, looking fantabulous, right? $59. I'm gonna sell some calls, maybe the $70 calls for September. See if they have any juice left in the tank to go all the way to $70, right? I am long already. The stock myself, been trading it for a while, in and out on DraftKings. What do we have expiring this week? Let me see if there is any juice on the 60s. They are selling about $64, and yeah, $64. You can collect about $640 on 10 lots. We are $1 away from it. If you want to wait, up 5% today. Now the ones expiring next week, excuse me. For the month of September, let me see if they have any use on the 60s, 65. It's about $2. You can collect $2,000 on 61 on 10 lots. They are paying $200 right now on the 61 breakout. So we need $2 more to move to 61 on DraftKings. Take Two, let me see what Take Two is doing right now. Take Two looking good. Well, actually still at 160. Yesterday we were printing 165. Today 161. Digital Turbine holding to the 50s, looking good. Okay, Sava pulling back here from the 92s to the $90 level. Let's see if that Sava is going to come back to that 88, 87 again, and I'm going to do reload, rinse, and repeat. In the meantime, ES doing absolutely nothing, printing 87.50, still 87.50. And the SPX, so the whole move out of the SPX that we are expecting is this move, 100%. The market can still rally all the way to 4,572, right? 4,572 is the 100% extension of this move on the drop that we had back in May, right? This is a range extension that I have, a couple of fibs that I've been looking for a while, right? There. And you have the volatility underneath. Volatility just being crushed today below 17. I think we're printing 1685 right now. Yep, we are printing 1685 on the volatility, the VIX. But if you look at the overall picture, right from this March low, those of you who were trading with me here or in YouTube, right at the March low, right, here is the range extension that I did on that pullback that we printed at 4,000, right, once we broke away that from 4,000. Well, guess what? 100% extension of this move has to hit 4571 on the ES. So that is the target, right? Looks to me we can achieve it pretty soon if this Jackson Hole comes into place. That is our goal. Go all the way to that 4571. Let's see if this is going to play out pretty good for the week or for the month of September, right? Let me take this away and look at oil. Oil holding 67.50s, still holding 67.50s on that oil. Sava trying to come back here underneath this, let me see, underneath that 992s. Printing 88s. We are so close So close to achieve the goal and tag the wall of 4,500. All we need is to print 94 on that ES. All right, let me see if this Sava is going to play it out, guys. Let me go back to AMC. I'm going to be playing AMC right now. All right, I'll be going back to my AMC trade. See if the AMC is going to come back to that 43 area. Let me go back here to post an invitation to our chat on YouTube. Those of you who would like to join our Discord server, there is a Discord server that you can join for free for 7 days. I just posted there an invitation for those of you who are on YouTube. Nvidia coming off that 224 to that 222 this morning. The moment we opened that, $18 rally to that 224. SMH coming back here a little bit. The semiconductors pulling back just a bit. Up only 1% now. Earlier in the morning, we were up about 1.5%. Tesla holding for $700. Still, we printed 706, I believe, early on. Now back at 78. Let me look at Amazon, because Amazon was below that 3,300 this morning, and just last week we were printing 3250s. You guys recall that? Let me see if I can put some put spread on it. Collect some bucks for this week. The rotation continues out of technology back to industrials. So just last week we printed 3,200 on Amazon on Friday. When was it? Yes, Friday. And got just like that, from 3,200 to 3,300. That was a pretty fantastic put selling right there that we did. I'll be looking to sell the put spread again. If I see the 3180s, I'm probably going to be selling some more Amazon. E-mini pulling to 86.50 now from that 88. Let me see the order flow. What is it showing? If it is showing any meaningful entries here on that E-mini. Not a lot. Still everyone absorbing those 86s and 85s that we've seen that before. Okay. Let me clean up the market orders right there in the middle. They are loading up. 91s, 90, right? You can see the supply right there, and you see the supply right on the 90 even. So between 90 and 91 and a quarter, pretty good chunk of supply. Here comes 88. They're trying to break right above, holding above that overnight high. We are holding above the overnight high. See if they're going to have enough auction activity here. Nothing happening. We're dumping. We're trapping people here on these 90s, guys. Right? We are trapping some people on that 88.50s, 88 and a quarters. And they are getting a spoof, right? This guy, he keeps pulling these orders right on that 90. He keeps putting them on and pull them off, right? Putting them back on into the books. Right? We're going to run some stops here. We just run some stops, right? We just run some stops, about 400 got executed there, 412 stops on 88.50. We just run some of those stops. Let's see if they're going to have enough ammunition to give me those 90s. Oh, this guy just pulled the orders on 91.50, and he's dumping them. He is dumping them on top of them right now. There you have it. There you go. He trapped them on that 89s. All right, they got trapped right there on that 89. And he's going to get them back to that 86 level. He loads back some 87.75. Let's see if he's going to clean the book. He cleaned the book on 87.75. Right, clean the book, rinse, reload. Got about 200 there. There it goes, 220 put on the book already. Let's see if this guy is going to do a flip here. Put a big order. There he goes. He put a big order on 88 and a quarter. Right? He's going to put a big order. He's going to give him 3 ticks of entry here on 87 and a quarter. He'll right to the overnight high. He's going to take them inside the overnight range. You'll see how this guy is going to take them inside the overnight range. Give them about 3 ticks and then reverse the order back to 89. There was the trap. He did a pretty fantastic job of trapping them right there. Those were the run stops right about the IB high. Right? Early on, one of my members was asking me about the run stops. Well, you just saw it there live. We just run some stops above that 88.50. About 680 lots executed plus whatever was on the book. We're trying to move again away from that 88.50. Sell stops got executed, not enough. Follow through. No follow through on those stop run that we just had. Nobody wants to sell. Nobody wants to buy at the markets, right? Nobody wants to buy at the markets. Right here is the activity on the market orders. No one wants to buy. There we executed about 186s. Those of you on YouTube, this is the auction activity right here in the middle, but I am highlighting right now with this cyan color rectangle. This is the DOM, depth of market, the depth of market, what we call order flow, right? We are about to hit that. We're waiting for these 91s. Anyone else long the market here in the room on that 81? I mean, I'm still freaking long 2 lots, and I'm waiting for that 90. Contemplating taking one off and just take those 7 points and be done with it. But no auction activity. No one was buying at market orders here. Still at 88. Here comes. All right, let's see if he's going to run stops on those 89s. He's going to run some here. Let's see if any iceberg is going to come through. No icebergs the whole day today, guys. I mean, what? How many icebergs did we get today? Nothing. I haven't seen. Well, we saw a couple of them right here and right there. That's it. This, about 300 and 200. That's all we've seen for about an hour and a half. About 45 minutes. Yeah, since 10:30. We haven't seen no more icebergs. Coming back to Sava. Let me go back and look at Sava right now. Give me 1 second because I want to get this baby again at 88. Let me see what is it doing right now. What are you doing? 92.50, holding down 20% on Sava. SAVA. All right, AMC coming to 44. I told you I'm going to wait for that AMC to $43. Maybe put a 1 tier on it or half a tier. I want to put at least half a tier to try to collect $1,000 on it. In the meantime, oil dropping to 66.30s, right? Like I told you early on in the morning, I'm still waiting for that $67. See if I can do a rinse and repeat. After that, inventory numbers drove 2.6, 2.9 million barrels on EIA inventories. The VPOC so far for today, right on that 45.75, which I believe is the open, right? If I'm not mistaken. Let me go back to my profile. 85 even is the open, so volume point of control there. Absolutely balanced mode for the market today, right? Waiting for this. Last night I told you for Globex, right? Expectations were for Globex to hold at 70, and they held it pretty nice. Pretty nice. They held at 70. The trade was to go long during the European session and take the trade and just let it go, right? 85. Our goal for the day is still going to hit that 92. So all-time high, brand new all-time high today. Let me move that, right? Brand new all-time high. We still have the extended hours overnight all-time high that we printed yesterday on 92. So we have two all-time highs on that ES, one of them being the regular trading hours and the next one being the Globex that we printed yesterday, 92. By the way, we did not test that Globex all-time high, 92, yet. We haven't done it. Right, let's go back to the order flow, see what the order flow is going to give me. AMC doesn't want to give me this. Oh, doesn't want to give me these 44. All right, gold down $23. Now, as I'm looking at the markets, I'm looking at the overall picture here. OIH, which is the oil ETF, still holding 183s. So I exited yesterday at that 183.50. So I'm looking for a small pullback here. Not giving me any entry on OIH. ES right at the 87.50. See if these guys are going to get trapped here. Those 89s are still trapped there. They need to load underneath. Somebody's just waiting there on the 84.25. The book has about 1,200 lots right here, right? On that 84, we are 3 points away from it. Balancing here, no auction activity. Those of you new to order flow, right? Brand new to that order flow. One of the things to look for, or what to look for, excuse me, what is the optimal environment to look for when there is low auction activity? Well, there you have it on the screen. This is one of the courses that we have going on. What to expect out of when you have low auction activity? Well, it's only one thing you should be looking for. It's only one thing, and that is getting a master of recognizing what the flips, where and how those flips are going to come into the market, and look for the best trading opportunity on those flippers, right? Go look at the recording of those videos and go check it out. Another one is at the reversal zones where you have low auction activity. You can have some type of reversals. We just saw one at the 89, right? How those people got trapped. Low auction activity, low volume, right? So what's going to happen? You got to play the extremes for range extensions, right? Brand new things for some people on order flow. Again, if you would like to join our room for free, you can do it for free. And there is also a special that we're running the whole freaking summer for 99 bucks. You do $99 in the first 5 minutes of trading every day. Literally every day we do 10 points before 10 a.m. in the morning, right? So if you like to join, I just posted for you guys a link for free. Just you can join our Discord channel and be there for 7 days. And after that, you decide that this is for you. Our analysis, every single day we do analysis. If you were to look at all the analysis that we do for the guys here in the room. They include not only perspective of the market on particular scenarios that we do, like today, right? This is the scenario that we did today. I mean, you get a plain picture beforehand, pre-market, right? Pre-market, we do analysis between 9 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. in the morning using our order flow and using market profiles. So you get a couple of scenarios that we played out. You also get access to a private Twitter feed where I will usually post images throughout the day. I will jump in after 11 a.m. in the morning. Once we close the room, the chat is open the whole day and the whole night. 24 hours, the chat is open. We have a screen share running through where I give my narrative throughout the day. After 11 a.m., when I close the room, I jump in every hour or two, giving more narratives, giving my trades out, calling the trades as they are about to happen. I do not call the trades after they happen. Instead, I call them right ahead of it. Like this morning, we were looking at 44.78 to go long, 44.81. Just one small trade that we have going on. Me particularly, I have the 44.81 long, looking for this move to that 92. Still developing. I mean, we barely repair. And this was the if statement that we posted there in the room early on at 9 o'clock in the morning. There was that if statement that if we broke that 87.50, we will grind to that 92, maybe 94 area. That 94 area is actually, right, this 44.94, that is the combo of that wall that we have on options for this Friday out of a spot gamma, which is that 4,500 call. You get this everyday pre-market analysis on stocks, analysis on the Emini and on crude oil. You guys have any questions? You guys can post it in the room. I don't mind. It's an open mic, by the way. When you come to the Discord, it's just open mic. You ask your questions, and we try to give you some guidance, right? Again, I am not a financial expert, not a CTA, but we do trade live in the markets. Live, real money accounts, not paper trading, right? These are real money accounts, not paper trading accounts that we have on. So looking at the overall picture right now, it looks like we're going to balance here, waiting for D period. D period just opened. It is 11:05 now. I'm about to close the room, and it looks to me the market is still trying to hold on to the gains from yesterday, not giving anything back. So what to look for? As I'm about to close the room, guys, all right, it is 11 a.m. for my guys on Discord here. Look for the potential move to these 85 and back, right, into those 92s, right? We are going to continue to play the same thing we played yesterday. We might not get those big pullbacks as before, that you get in 6 points pullbacks or 3 points pullbacks. The pullbacks for today are literally 1 point. That's it, right? If you did not went long, if you didn't take the long on 81, pretty much a screw up right now. I mean, the long was right there on that 81. Other than that, at this point, all you need to do is hold on to your trade and manage the trade accordingly. I will be looking for that 92. That's my target, that 92. Any pullback, like I said before, onto those 85s, which is the open, right? That 82. These are the long opportunities that you can have. Late afternoon, remember, during the J period or K period, you should have a afternoon pullback. Right there, that could be a good opportunity to take those 10 points again back to the 92. Off that 85, back to the 90s. On 2 lots, that's about 5 points. Times 2 lots, that's 10 points. Easy money that you can trade on later on today. All right? So I'm going to leave this in the room here just like that. I forgot to take a snapshot. So look for that 85 potential, reverse, rings, and repeat, baby. Take those 10 points. You can take 12 points up, even better. So I'll post this in the room right now for you guys, and I'll post it on Twitter as well. I am not getting out of my trade. Boring for me. My money was made on stocks today. Saba make me some pretty good money. The euro, I make pretty good money. Oil, I'm still holding my lots on oil. Oh, my screen share is off? Oh, really? Hold on. Thank you so much, Jonathan, for that. Did I lose you guys on YouTube? No, YouTube is still going. How about now? Can you see my screen now, Jonathan? You guys should be able to see my screen now because I'm seeing it myself. Yes. Okay, good. Great. Thank you. So here we go. Brand new all-time high. Again, another one all-time high. There you have it. Printing 90 now. Looking good before I leave. I think we're going to get this money before I leave now. 2 more points and we are hitting those 92s. All right. 2 more points and we are hitting those 92s. So what do you guys think? Anybody still long this market? Looking good. 94, baby. 94.4500 call wall. Right? That call wall is right at 4500, which is the 44.94 E-mini. Okie dokie, guys. I will be seeing you guys tomorrow. Those of you here on YouTube, I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow morning, 10:30 a.m. Thanks for playing. Thanks for coming to check out our room. Remember, eslive8.com. That's where you can join also for free if you go to our website. That is eslive8, right? And you can come here and join our Discord channel, right? For free. 7 days. You can check it out. Ask your questions. Come to the room. You know, dig around. We have a bunch of resources that I post in the room, bunch of channels, and you can take advantage of that. A lot of research that I do for my guys, right? 90. Guys, I'm going to take one lot here at 89. I don't want to be greedy. I'll take these 8 points, and I'm going to leave a runner on. I'm going to put 2 runners. I'll leave one runner. Screw this. I'm 3 points away from it. I want to capture 12 points on the other lot. So maybe 81 to that 91, about 10 points, 11 points. But I'm going to take this 89 here. I'm going to ring the register right now, right? Let it go and move on to something else, probably trade my oil. I haven't traded that oil yet. But this 89 doesn't look bad to me. Start looking for a pullback back to 87, and I'll reload that 87 if I get the pullback of 2 points. I will be looking for 87s. In the meantime, guys, Sava is still going. If any one of you guys were trading stocks and looking at that Sava trader the morning, I think Mr. Andrea did a pretty good trade on it as well. Hopefully, he's making some money back. All right, let me stop the recording on Zoom and provide it to you guys on the room.
Recording stopped.
There you go. The recording has been stopped. All right. Let me stop sharing and let me end the stream for those of you guys in YouTube. All right, guys. I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow morning. Take care.